Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Once again, I'm so sorry it's been so long. I've been so swamped with school and clinical overnight shifts. I've just been so exhausted. I don't mean to be neglecting this channel. I promise I'm still trying to be active. So in today's video, we're just doing another Townie makeover. I remember we did the Fator siblings, Caleb and Lilith, and we gave them a little makeover. They ended up looking really good. So today I wanted to do the Moonwood Mill Townies makeover. So I chose Lou Howell, Celene Lopez, I don't know how you pronounce it, and then Rory Oaklow. I didn't want to make all of the Townies. I feel like that would have just been too much for one video, but I'm sure we'll get to the rest of them. I also feel like I had a really hard time with this one because all of these Sims are already like almost perfect, and I didn't know what I was gonna do to give them like a quote-unquote makeover because they already all look so good. So I pretty much just kind of changed the hair, the clothing for all of them, all while keeping kind of within their pre-existing style. I mean, I already really liked Lou Howell's long hair, and I guess I just don't have a lot of CC for dudes, so we ended up just picking this one. It's already kind of long and shaggy, kind of keeping with the original style, but I don't know. And I try not to give too many people plastic surgery. I know I fixed Lou Howell's nose a little bit because it was so like swoopy. He looked like he went to Dr. Miami and got a botched nose job, and I just had to fix it. I think I made like his eyes a little bit smaller or like less wide open as well, but besides that I tried not to fix it too much. And I really liked the shirt that he had on already and the pants that he had on. So once again, I didn't know how I was gonna change him to make it over because he was already like a good looking Sim. So I just kind of played around with some things. I found some other ripped clothing in a color pattern that I like personally, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just kind of playing around with some pants, some shirts. I gave him a different hat, although yeah, it really wasn't necessary at all. And then I just gave him some skin details just to kind of fit the style of Sim that I'm used to making. But yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot that I wanted to change about him. Like, he already had his nails painted. I did end up adding a couple rings, I think, and one of the spiky bracelets from the Goth Galore kit. And honestly, looking back on the Sim, I kind of regret how I made him. I wish I would have just not been so lazy, and I wish I would have downloaded more CC hairs for guys because I feel like I could have made him look a lot better, and I kind of slacked off a little bit. Overall, he wasn't too bad, but he's definitely not like my favorite Sim I've ever done. I almost preferred his original style, so I guess it wasn't so much of a makeover, but he looks okay. He's fine. Anyway, so here is the finished Lou Howell, and now we're moving on to Celene Lopez. So I actually just recently found out about the backstory behind Lou and Celene. I'm just gonna say Celene. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but we're just gonna go with it. So apparently they both used to be humans, and they went on a date one day and they came across Greg, and he was like taunting Jacob Volkov, I think. And then Lou kind of stood up against Greg a little bit, and in retaliation, Greg bit both of them. And then Celene went on to go and find the cure, like the werewolf cure, so she stayed human. And then apparently Lou wanted to be a werewolf, so he kind of like embraced that side. And they unfortunately broke up not that long after, but I think they're still kind of friends. And I think Celene like remained a werewolf ally. Both packs, like even the rivaling, is that a word? The rival gangs, the rival wolf packs, they both like her, so she's kind of like this cool common middle ground. She is the bartender at the bar in Moonwood Mill, and I'm pretty sure that she can get you a werewolf cure, either like sell you one or make you one. I don't know exactly how it works. But basically, if you want one, you can go to her and get one. So I think she's a really cool character. I haven't really interacted with her a lot in any of my games, even though one of my Sims is married to Rory Oaklow, who we are covering after Celene is done. But I didn't really have a lot to change about her. I kind of changed her face shape just a little bit. I just kind of lengthened it slightly and played around with new makeup, new eyebrows, skin details, all while kind of keeping within her original style. I did end up giving her a septum piercing. I had to play around with a lot before I figured out which one fit her the best, but I think she looks really cute. And then I know that she did originally have glasses, but they were kind of ugly, honestly, so I went back and gave her these cute ones that matched her piercing and her hair a little bit better. Just think they're like a little bit more modern. And playing around with different hairs, I was not sure which one to give her, although I knew it didn't have to be perfect because she does wear a cowboy hat anyway, so whatever we give her is going to be partially obscured by the hat regardless. So I did pick this one with like the little braids and stuff in it, and then I threw a little cowboy hat back on. There wasn't really that much about her that I wanted to change. She's already super cute Sim, but I just kind of played around with some things, and I kind of actually changed up her color palette a little bit because I came across these cow print jeans and I thought they were so cute. And then I realized that we do have a cow print hat as well, and so I gave them to her. This is her final look. I think she is absolutely adorable. And the last Sim that we are making over is the one and only Rory Oaklow. I really like Rory. One of my Sims is her fated mate, or was her fated mate in one of my saves, and so he married her. She's honestly kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Like, she really lives up to her traits. Like, she is hot-headed, self-assured, but honestly good for her. Like, she is a go-getter. In her description it says that she is the adoptive daughter of Christopher Volkov and the adoptive sister of Jacob Volkov. I don't really know how she ended up in their care, but I guess she was raised as a human. They must have turned her somewhere along the way. And then as she got older, she kind of became more rebellious and wanted to form her own pack. And now she's the alpha of that pack, and the two packs are kind of rivals, even though it is an adoptive daughter and her father. So that dynamic is a little bit strange, but apparently she does still have a good relationship with her brother, Jacob, despite being in completely different packs, having different ideologies, whatnot. Now, for her makeover, Rory does have a very unique face shape, and I didn't really want to mess with that too much. I didn't want to give my Sims like same face syndrome or anything. I think it's really interesting like how square her jaw is, and I just didn't really want to mess with that, so I played around with her eyebrows. I gave her different eyebrows, but I still kind of kept the fluffiness, and so I kept her face shape. I kind of messed around with her makeup a little bit, try not to change it too much. And for her hair, I know that her hair is something that makes her super unique, with like the blue rat tail mullet thing, whatever she has going on. So I played around with so many different options, like trying to find something that kind of gave off a similar vibe. So I ended up with this mullet with these shorter bangs, and then I was trying to find a way to incorporate back that blue color that she had before. And then I remember I had this CC that I downloaded for my mermaids, actually, that kind of gave them either streaks, whatnot, of different colors, and so I kind of played around with that as well and tried to put like some of this darker blue in her hair. I played around with a few different options. Some of them looked super ugly, and honestly they all kind of looked ugly, but I feel like this one looked the best. I feel like maybe Rory as a Sim wouldn't be the most talented hairdresser in the world anyway, so her streaks would probably be a little bit blocky. Now, Rory is also a muscle mommy. She is very fit, and I just feel like I wanted an outfit that kind of showed off her muscles a little bit better, so I ended up putting her in a tank top And then I made her shorts just a little bit shorter. She also has a bunch of like really cool scars on her legs and arms, and I just wanted to showcase those a little bit better. But overall, I think she is a very cute sim. They're all actually super cute sims. I like that they all have these background stories that are all kind of interlaced. I think it's super interesting. But anyway, and then I went and I did end up giving Rory tattoos. I just feel like they fit her personality a little bit better. I forgot to do that with everyone else, but I don't know if anyone else necessarily needed them, but I definitely made sure to give her some. And then I just kind of made her tank top like a darker shade of blue, hopefully trying to match her hair a little bit better. But anyway, so this is Rory Oaklow. I think she turned out really well, all while like keeping with her original look. I tried not to change her too much, but here she is. Alright, so that wraps up today's video. I will upload these guys to the gallery. You're welcome to play with them. Thanks everyone for popping in. I appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next video.